here. Thanks for tuning in. I guess it's customary for vloggers to make some sort of list or lists of their top 5 of some subject. So here are my top 5 things that I wish someone told me when I was first starting out in the gym. So I'm driving on my way home, so I have a few minutes to start this. So number 1, start with an empty barbell. That is probably would have saved me a lot of frustration when I was starting out. So you go to the gym and you don't want to be the guy that has no weight, doesn't have any weight on the barbell when you're doing an exercise. But what you have to consider is you're going in as a complete beginner, and the people that are in the gym have been doing that for a long time, and they've had time to accumulate weight on the barbell. So if you try to keep up or compete with them, you'll be in for a rude awakening. So if you go in and want to throw take everyone's favorite exercise, the bench, if you want to go in there and start throwing plate on the bench, you're not going to make any progress, because one, you're not going to be able to complete enough volume to make progress, and if you are able to make some sort of progress, you'll probably get hurt before you make any significant gains on the bench. And that's just one example, but that can be said for any exercise that you do in the gym. Take it slow, right? Everyone knows the fable of the Greek fable of the guy that carried around the goat or the calf on his neck, and every day he would carry the calf on his neck, and the calf would grow, grew into a cow, and he gained a bunch of muscle, because that's the basic story of progressive overload, right? So start with the barbell. That was that's a top tip that I have. Each week, after you complete a certain number of sets and reps, you go ahead and add 2.5 pounds to either side. That's 5 pounds, and you want to ride that. Add 5 pounds every workout as long as you can if you're a beginner, because in the beginning it's when you're going to make the most gains, relatively speaking, and you want to take advantage of that. You want to push your body as hard as you can, within reason, so that you can make all the gains you can in that time period, because once you're out of the beginner phase, gains are hard to come by, and you'll be hard pressed to find another time, unless you're on performance enhancers. You'll be hard pressed to find another time in your lifting career where you make gains as fast as you do when you're a beginner. So number 1 on the list, top 5 things that I wish someone told me when I started going to the gym, is start with an empty barbell, add 5 pounds every workout, take it slow, don't try and impress everybody in the gym, and ride out those newbie gains as long as you can. Number 2, things that I wish people told me, or things that I learned. I guess you shouldn't depend on anybody to teach you anything. You should go out and learn, research, think about it. So number 2 of things I wish I would have known when I started: only go to the gym 3 or 4 days a week. That does not include like low intensity cardio. So walking on the treadmill, that really doesn't affect your energy levels if you do it correctly. Slight incline, really slow. But lifting weights, only go to the gym 3 or 4 days a week, because it sounds cliche, but it is the truth. You don't grow your muscle in the gym, you grow your muscle outside the gym, and the more time you give your muscle to grow and repair itself through rest and proper nutrition, the more progress you'll make at a faster rate, because you'll be recovered and rested for your next session So, only go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, right? But 3 to 4 days a week maximum. That way you can go into the gym fresh and lift with intensity, and you won't be still tired from your last lifting session, which is important because you want to be able to make some type of progress every workout, regardless of the training program that you're on. You could have, if you're linear periodization, then you want every week to make some sort of improvement or some progress. Or there's undulating periodization and there's conjugate, right? But either way, it doesn't matter what type of periodization you use, or what training plan you're on. You want to every workout be able to make some sort of progress, and the only way you're going to do that is by being fully recovered and rested for your next session. Sorry, I just got done with the gym myself. At my post-workout shake. Yeah, if you go extra days, you might have fun, and I've fallen into that trap as well. It's fun to go to the gym and lift weights, but that doesn't that doesn't help your progress, right? That hinders your progress. So 3 to 4 days a week in the gym, hit it with intensity, and be fully recovered so you can continue to make progress every time you go. Thanks a lot. My list of things I wish I learned before I started going to the gym was to clean up my diet, don't go on a diet. What I mean by that is, a lot of people, when they start in the gym, they immediately want to cut too many calories when they start working out because they think that it's going to help them reach their goal. And although it will help you lose weight quickly, you won't make very much progress in the gym because you need food to fuel your workouts. So when I first started, the first week I started working out, I did pretty much what everyone probably does when they start on a health kick. I started eating chicken breast and salad. And although I probably lost a lot of weight that week, it was mostly water, because when you cut out carbohydrates, you start dropping a lot of water. And after that first week, I came to, I guess, I had to make a decision. Was I going to continue eating salad every day with chicken breast, or was I going to quit because I didn't want to eat salad and chicken breast every day, not one more day. So what I ended up doing was what I should have done before I started working out, is I went online and did a little research and found a few sites. There are a lot of sites out there that have a lot of good information on what to do to become healthy, work out. And I found bodybuilding.com, and that there are strictly, well, they may be evolving. I haven't really I found other resources based on what my goals are, so I haven't really visited bodybuilding.com for information in a while. I do purchase supplements from them on occasion, but as far as information goes, I found a few other sites that are more tailored to what I do currently. But bodybuilding.com is a good resource for beginners because they have a lot of information that they've already weeded through and collected information that would be helpful for people starting out on a whatever your goal is. They have an article and a workout plan and diet for you. So I looked on bodybuilding.com, and of course they had a top 10 list of things not to do when you start working out, and I was probably doing 9 out of 10 of them. But for the purposes of this tip, doing the diet or following the diet that I was on was a big no-no, because you do need a lot of fuel, especially when you're starting out and you're not used to doing the type of work that is required to go to the gym and lift weights. You do need all your macronutrients, and you can't just start cutting out macronutrients because they'll do a lot of things health-wise that are not conducive to you reaching your goal. So after that first week, I switched up my my diet and added carbohydrate back into my diet. but I was still technically on a diet, right? I was in probably a larger caloric deficit than I needed. That first month of me working out, I dropped 20 pounds. And if I was able to go back and do it all over again, I would probably not lose as much weight as quickly as I did. And I would have focused more on being consistent and lifting with intensity, and following a workout plan to the T. And I think that would have helped me a lot more as far as making progress. Um, because my ultimate goal obviously is to, build muscle and have a good physique. Um, and because muscle is very metabolic, it burns a lot of calories even at rest. The more muscle you have, the more calories you'll be able to burn, and the more calories you'll be able to eat as a result. So, tip number 3 is clean up your diet when you start. Don't go on a diet. Thanks. Number 4 on the list of things I wish I learned before I started going to the gym is you're in this for the long haul. So, yes, you should make progress every week, and yes, you should lift with intensity, but you should not force either. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you get injured, and when you're injured, you go backwards and you don't make any progress, right? So you're in this for the long haul. You should go in and be conservative when you lift, but not, so much so that you don't make progress in your training log. But you should not lift more than you're capable of lifting with good form, and to complete whatever reps you're assigned to complete that day. That way, you'll set yourself up to being in the gym for a long time. You'll be able to lift a lot longer, and and keep going, keep making progress. And that's why we all go to the gym. We all go to the gym to make progress. We want to do it for a long time. The longer we do it, the better we get at it, and the more results we get. So when you go to the gym, be smart, but still make progress every workout and lift with intensity. But remember that you're in this for the long haul. All right, everybody, we're on the last one, number 5 of the things that I wish I learned before I started going to the gym. And number 5 is check your ego at the door. So a lot of people, when they start, they like to observe others in the gym and see how much they're lifting, and they make the mistake of trying to keep up with someone who has a lot of experience and has had a lot of time in the gym to get better at what they do, and as a result, they are able to lift a lot of weight. And then the beginners try to do the same thing that they're doing and try to lift more weight than they can handle, and consequently they get hurt, right? So if you don't check your ego at the door and you try and ego lift, the likelihood that you'll get injured is high, and you'll be spending a lot of time out of the gym. And if you're not in the gym, you won't be getting better. And when you come back from an injury, depending on how severe it is, there's going to be a period of time where you have to go backward to work back up to the level that you were at before you got hurt. So if you just check your ego at the door, understand that you're a beginner, understand that you're in it for the long haul, like I said in the previous point, you'll be able to have a long lifting career and make progress more quickly and steadily, if you understand that you need to start from zero and work your way up slowly. So that's it. That's my top 5 things that I wish I learned before I started going to the gym. Hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and comment down below if you have a tip for someone who's starting out that you wish you learned when you started, and share this with people who you think would find it of value. And I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.